Very quiet out here on the moon tonight, Victor. When I look at those deep black holes in the sky, I feel like the universe is just one giant drain. Makes me wonder if everything we have ever built is just waiting to be pulled into a dark and hungry mouth that never gets full.
It is not a drain at all, Eric. It is more like a heavy door. A black hole is just a place where time gets very tired and finally decides to stop moving forward. To a man with the right mind, it is a tool to be used rather than a thing to be feared by the weak.
I am not sure I agree with that view of things. To me, it looks like a predator. It eats big stars and leaves nothing behind but cold silence. It truly makes me feel very small tonight, and I do not like the feeling of being less than the things I see.
You are indeed very small compared to the bright stars. But Doom understands the math behind it all. If you can control the gravity, then you can control the clock of the world. There is no reason to feel small when you have the brain to pull the stars apart with a thought.
You always think you can control every single thing in existence. Do you really believe there is not something much bigger than us out there pulling all of the long strings? Seems hard to believe that all of this space and time just happened to work out without a hand to guide it.
If there really is a higher power out there, it has been very lazy for a long time. I have seen the far edge of reality with my own eyes, and I did not see a single throne or a king. I only saw a lot of empty space that was waiting for a ruler to arrive.
I used to think the exact same way when I was younger, but look at how space bends around us right now. It feels like a big design, even if the person who made it is very cruel to us. There is a logic to the stars that feels like it was written by a person.
Design is just a fancy word for patterns that people do not understand yet. I create much better patterns in my lab every single day than the stars do by some random accident in the dark. I do not need a maker when I can build a better world with my own two hands.
That is just your big ego talking again, Victor. Even you cannot escape a black hole once you cross the line of no return. Space will always win against us in the very end because it is bigger than your armor and stronger than my will to fight the world.
Doom does not ever lose to simple physics or the rules of the sky. I would simply use the heavy pressure of the whole to forge a much better and stronger version of myself for the world. I would come out of the dark side of the whole as something new and much more powerful.
You would try to boss around a singularity like it was a servant. You are far too stubborn to admit that some things in this life are just meant to stay a deep and dark mystery. We are just guests in this space. We should show some respect to the things we cannot break.
Mysteries are just tasks that have not been finished by a smart man yet. A black hole is just a test for a man like me. It is certainly not a god to worship or fear. I will find the bottom of that dark pit, and I will put my flag in the center.
Sometimes I really wish there was a god out there in the stars. It would give me someone to blame for how messy and broken the world is for people like you and for me. Hard to carry the weight of the world when you have no one to yell at but yourself.
Why should you blame a ghost when you can fix the problem yourself? I am the only power that I will ever need to trust in this life or the next. If the world is broken, it is because the people in charge are not Doom, and I plan to fix that very soon.
You are a very lonely man, Victor, even if you do not want to say it. Sitting on a cold throne does not make you the center of the whole universe, no matter how much you want it to. You are still just a man in a suit of metal, sitting on a rock in the dark.
Perhaps that is true for now, but things change. While you look at the dark and see a sad ending for us all, I look at the dark and see a map for my next big win. Space and time will bow to me because I am the only one brave enough to lead them.